because you said Rima, did you know that your friend wants to go out for drinks?
Going to a buffet and then out for drinks.
With the money, bro, because I
got you. If anything, I'm all good.
We
broke
Brizzo.
college.
College, bro.
I just said
understand.
I am the
first off,
the CEO, the COO, the co-founder, the founder, the president of the Broke Negro Fund.
You don't understand. I feel like the past two real paying jobs where I got in a check, government check, I don't know what's wrong, but it's at a certain time, at a certain extent, I'll probably be there for a couple months or so, and then they'd be like, oh, bye, sorry, you gotta leave. What the fuck? My last job, and it was good too, and I was making good money because as far as the hours and stuff, but they let me go, some point in December, before the semester even finished, and I'm like, yo. So
it was a month before I lost my job.
I was thankful I bought his Christmas gifts ahead of time, because he would have got shit for Christmas. But
let me tell you
it's just
something.
it's just
okay.
The struggle of just going through the process of finding a job again, as far as with me and what I'm specifically looking for. I got hired now, but I got lucky. But it's just just trying to find another job and going through the whole process.
I'm trying to work at Home Depot.
Oh, Alex works at Home Depot. Still, actually.
Cause did he work at the one up here? He wasn't working, and he got transferred over. Yeah, that's how it is. I applied to the one in Union. If you want to start the episode while I tell the wonderful story of how I lost my job.
Oh yeah, sure. I actually started it earlier, but I didn't want to.
Oh, it started.
We were discussing plans or so. Yeah, we're just gonna go to Wade's buffet in Linden.
I was one.
And then.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah, I was Waze is popping up. So it's not I thought it was Roselle.
I thought it was too, but I was like, oh wait, that's Linden.
Google was telling me Roselle. It's all connected. It don't matter.
It's all connected.
Which one? Because I'm the.
You talking about the Kiko Coco's buffet by Jersey Mike? It's down the street. You know, in the strip mall with the Ciabras and the Jersey Mike?
Yes, that area.
You talking about that one?
No, the one.
It's next to the hot dog spot.
I don't know nothing around there, honestly.
It's in the same.
Are you talking about this place?
You don't know things? It's down the street from your house.
It's in Roselle.
You're right, but I don't know.
With the Manhattan buffet,
this
bagel.
one's in Roselle.
Oh yeah, that's what. So do they have one? I told you it's all the same shit area. It's all the same area. You literally you're here. It's Linden. Then you go.
True, Roselle Park,
and then you walk a little bit, and then you go Roselle Park, and then you walk a little bit Elizabeth, and you walk a little bit and then somewhere
direction you got Westfield and Cranford.
Yeah, I know. I know it's Linden, and then you go this way. It's Cranford, and then you go this way. It's Westfield, and then you go this way. It's Garwood, and then you go this way. And then it's just
you take one big step, skip Kenilworth.
The closest one is Roselle.
So this would be Kenilworth, and then it's Cranford, Hillside, Union, Elizabeth, Newark. So you completely go literally you'll be in Union, and then 2 seconds later you'll be in Hillside, and then you're just but I'm looking for Kenilworth. What just happened?
Did I miss it? It's just the ant that's just crawling over.
It's just
no.
Kenilworth? Where are you?
My side of town is definitely
Kenilworth is Plankton.
It's definitely but that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, your side of town is the most confusing.
Oh wait, should we start this episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do this real quick.
So,
welcome back, YouTube. We're talking about towns.
My side of town, being on my side of town.
Was it recording the entire time?
Yeah. I'm just gonna cut it out. It's all good. I'll cut it up.
You can leave it in there. It's regular casual conversation.
Because literally, where my house sometimes picks up Elizabeth, which makes no sense because I'm on Hillside side, and it's yo, bro, what? But
it was that for Joseph and his job, and his house is on what is that, Greenwood Terrace or something like that. So it's right next to Keene.
But
and that area is the
East
Elizabeth Union area.
East Campus is Hillside area. Because it's on Hillside border. You don't get into Union until you cross over that bridge.
Trust Keene to be in 5 different towns.
Right. All at once.
Yes.
It is one big campus and 5 different.
But some
it's so annoying.
That's crazy.
The border between Newark and Hillside, you can tell you get into Newark, and you can tell you get into Hillside. And the border between Union and Hillside, you can tell you get into Union, you get into Hillside. But with Elizabeth, dead ass, where
the
my
Elizabeth
house is,
Hillside
literally
border
on
is the
that
most
divider
confusing.
right on North Broad. If you cross the street on North Broad, you're in Elizabeth. If you cross the street on the other side of North Broad, you're in Hillside. So
and
that's
it's not
the only
like, it's
border
not like
where
cross
it's
the street,
like
this is the street, and then it's like, you know how like you're going down the street and it's like, okay, I just passed this sign, so now I'm in the borough of like Elizabeth.
No,
it's like this. It's like this side is Hillside and this side is Elizabeth.
Pretty much.
Deadass. And it's
so
just like
if you get into accident right there, whichever cop comes first, I guess.
Oh my
does
god,
the police
whichever
report.
cops comes first.
But it makes no sense because
then you're just hoping that you get the county police so that you're not as confused.
Because you'll be on Hillside. Because apparently, I guess my dad got into a car accident, but on Hillside territory. But Elizabeth police got there first. So Hillside cop was like, okay, well, let them do the police. But what do you mean? But that happened to Hillside. Why
Hillside
is Elizabeth
territory.
like? That's really how it is. For, like right in that spot.
They let
where my house
Elizabeth
is.
police handle it because Hillside police didn't want to do the paperwork.
And not even that. The cop literally told my dad they got there first. So, and he already started. So he might as well just let them finish. And I was just, oh,
That's true.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
But for you
Where did I hear
likers,
that from?
subscribers, followers,
If you live
click
in
that
Jersey,
bell, that notification. So
click that bell at the bottom over there.
Right next to the subscribe button.
All my only 300 subscribers. Christ.
So you know Walmart, the Walmart company, the lovely, the beautiful, the one and only Walmart company went and closed down a bunch of Sam's Clubs. So I was working at Sam's Club.
Really?
I was. It wasn't.
Wait, what's the Sam's
for
Club? What is that?
Sam's
It's like
Club is a
Costco's?
wholesale store, so it's like Costco, but
BJ's.
owned by Walmart.
Yeah.
Does it have big stuff like Costco?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a lid.
it fucking sucks.
Like-
Oh, never mind.
Apologies to Sam's Club shoppers, but
Costco,
I don't like Sam's Club.
and BJ's are like they're all the same.
Except Costco's and BJ's doesn't have a smaller store, only Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And it's funny because most people that shop at Sam's Club still ended up going to BJ's. And I'm like, you just spent like $300 here just to go down the street to spend like $500 there
Right.
to go to Walmart and ShopRite to spend another couple $100. Like, where do y'all get these funds from? But anyway, because it's like $100 just to keep the membership anyway. But there was that whole controversy. They closed Sam's Club, and the Sam's Club location that they closed in New Jersey, closest to us, was literally Linden location, which I actually found out that they reopened it. It's a distribution center.
I told you that's the thing because Ashley was asking me about it, and she was like, she just wasn't sure to apply.
Because Mr. Manhattan texted me. That's gonna be his code name for this, because this is what I call him anyway. Mr. Manhattan.
I love Manhattan. Sorry.
I can tell you plenty about Mr. Manhattan. That's a whole story in itself.
Oh boy.
But Mr. Manhattan sent me a picture and was like, we're reopened for business, and sent me a picture of like the hours and everything, like, oh, we're gonna be closed on Christmas and da-da-da. And I'm like, Christmas, the fuck, nigga, it's March. Like, what do you mean Christmas? So y'all mean to tell me that y'all was like already ready like back in December, even though you closed down January 8th, 2018? I remember that. I was supposed to go into work, and my boss called me and was like, don't go in. So I'm like, are you calling out for me? Like, am I getting paid? Like, what's good?
What's good?
And by the way, I low-key stole money from that company.
Whoops.
Because, no, not whoops, I did it on purpose. Because the way that it's set up is like we have to like report the hours that we work. So I didn't work. Okay. So yeah, I got paid. So they dropped me. So I'm gonna tell everything. So Sam's Club was closed, and I don't work like for the Walmart company at like in Sam's Club. Well, like for Sam's Club. I worked for a company called Crossmark. I did the samples. I was a product demonstrator, whatever.
Was it like a sister location?
No, it's just it's like a sister company. So like they worked with certain other companies that would do like samples or like you know, cook the food and give it to the people. I'm the motherfucker that fed you on the weekends, basically. Like,
I fed you
because niggas was coming in and not shopping, just eating. So yeah, I fed you. You're welcome. And
Merry Christmas. Happy
and
birthday.
sometimes I was like mad generous, like, you're gonna keep coming back, so I'm gonna like, because you know we had to make the whole thing, like, say we're like doing like a White Castle burger, we had to like cut it up into certain pieces,
right?
And
I don't know why
I would give people like a whole burger. Again, I'm not supposed to, but sometimes I'd be like, here, fuck it. Like, I was feeding the workers and everything, like, get the fuck away from my cart, stop eating my samples. There's other shoppers here, people that's actually buying shit, stop eating. So
there you go.
Like, what? If you like it, take it home. That's my job. Take it home. So that's when they closed down, and my company had absolutely no idea what to do. We got no forewarning from Walmart. Nothing. So everyone was just, like, out of a job. And, like, I felt bad. I was midway through training. Yes, so she had just got...
so much.
Midway.
Except she just got hired. So she was, like, waiting for my supervisor to call her to tell her, okay, come in, because this is the day that you start.
What's the job for the midway?
No, she was like she literally was waiting. Like, she got hired.
I'm sorry that you meant like was, a position in the job.
In midway, the process of starting.
Oh.
And then they closed down the store.
Mm-hmm. What?
Mm-hmm.
So she went right back to being jobless. I was pissed for you. I was like, Rima, you will not believe what just happened.
And at first I was confused. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was like, they closed the store.
I'm trying to
she
get
was
hired
like,
here.
She was like, so what do you mean? Like, is it just closed for right now? Is it closed for the day? I'm like, no, like, it's like they shut it down. Like, it's just closed.
The article. I was like, oh, what kind
and then I sent her
bullshit?
the article. The article that my friend's mom had sent me when I had Facebook. She had messaged me on Facebook and was like, are you okay? Because she was the one who helped me get the job there. She was like, okay, they offered me this job, but I can't take it because she has, like, a disability, so she can't stand for long hours. So she's like, take the job for me. Here's the agent that sent me the job. Go for the job. So I was like, cool. So when she saw the article, she instantly messaged me. Like, I literally found out, and then I went on Facebook, and, like, I saw that she had already messaged me. She was, like, the first person. Like, everybody was like, hey, good morning, how's it going? And she was like, are you okay? Sent me the article. And I was like, Mama, I'm jobless. So I had, like, told Rima, like, you're back at being jobless again. She was fucking livid. I was livid because I was like, Rima's been struggling since December to find a job. I know I'm going to be struggling because everybody's closing down stores. Like, January 2018 was the month and the year of closing shit down.
So now, I don't know.
Like,
Babies are closing?
Barnes and Nobles is closing stores.
Wait.
Yes, can you believe that?
Really?
I don't think they made that announcement yet, though. So, keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret.
How?
So, they're losing... No one goes to Barnes and Nobles. Think about it. No one goes to...
That is true.
I think the only
so
thing...
many, like, stores online that you can just...
They have ebooks. Amazon has the books. Amazon has Audible. Amazon has, like... So you have, like, all these online things, all these online situations, e-readers. So no one's actually... Like, you know... Barnes & Noble strived off of their Nooks. And I don't see anyone ever even buying Nooks anymore because Nooks, it was literally an e-reader. And then you have the Amazon Fire or the Kindle or the, like...
Yeah, oh, God. That's
iPad.
Crazy.
So you have the... I hate fucking Apple products. So,
honestly.
Like, the Mac computers are good, I guess, for, like, photo editing and shit, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm using one right now that actually...
Other than that, it's useless.
Other than that, yeah. Like the iWatch or so. Or
the yeah.
What?
Like, what? But anyway. I don't know.
How? Literally how?
So, like, I've actually been jobless this entire time since that day. I have not been able to find a job. I've been, like, working with my mom and stuff. That's, like, my only form of income, but that's been slowing down because there's not much to do anymore. Like,
what are you studying right now? Like, what is your...
I study information technology.
Is it for... Like, what are you learning there compared to, like, I guess...
Well, I got a degree in computer information systems, so all I know really is Microsoft. That's it. That's all I was good for.
In the arms.
Is Microsoft.
Of Microsoft.
And maybe if I look back at my system analysis book, I'll probably find some stuff, but... Because my system analysis class was fucking trash. It was online. It was trash. The professor was trash. I hope he listens to this. You're trash. Like, he was. He, like, failed. Well, not failed, but, like, he was, like, everyone was failing.
Damn, yo.
Like, everyone was failing because he wasn't grading anything. And when he graded, he never, like, and all he did was ever complain and, like, give tests and everything at the last minute. Like, everything with him was late. We had our final project, which we knew we had a project on. We just didn't know what it was. We just knew that we had a project at the end of the semester. And it was literally, like, dead ass the end of the fucking semester. And we had to quickly and randomly do our final for this class, and quickly, like, he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna rush you guys to give me all this information so I can tell you what to do for your projects. Like, nigga, I don't even know. Like, we realized, he was like, okay, so we're gonna use what is it? It was Amazon. Again, Amazon ruining people's lives.
Oh my gosh.
Although I live for Amazon.
Really?
It's like, it was called Amazon Web. What the fuck was it called actually? It was called AWS, I think. My mom started going off, but.
Uh-oh. I hear a lot of things about like Amazon, like bad things. Like, well,
so to work for Amazon is a no. The pay is good. The hours is what the hours are. The hiring process is trash.
oof.
It is. They're gonna hire you if you pass the drug test, which is not that hard because it's a mouth. So if you're on drugs, guys, if you're taking mouth drugs, just
don't do it.
And if you just smoked weed, hydrogen peroxide. I should not be telling your subscribers this, but
I mean,
hydrogen peroxide. If you gargle your mouth with hydrogen peroxide, like gargle, like how you do Listerine, like gargle, spit it out,
right.
And then you take the test, it literally just cleans out your mouth.
The funny thing is, I wouldn't know any of this because
the only reason why I know this is because I know someone that, like, I was going in to check to see if maybe I should, because Amazon was doing the hiring thing, so they had like a setup in some random remote area, so safe, and and they were hiring for, I think, their Avenel location or their Carteret, one of the far locations, and.
Right.
The person that I went with, like, I had a friend take me and this other person clearly smokes, like, weed, and gargled the entire way there, and then passed.
Wow.
The mouth test just passed.
That's
got
crazy,
hired and everything. But the problem was, they hire you, but then they weren't telling you when you started, and you waited months, and, like people were literally waiting months to hear for them, and then, by then, they had already gotten another job. Like, everyone pretty much are like, oh, hey, are you still interested? Like, no, I needed a job then. Clearly, I went to your instant decision. Like,
that's crazy, yeah.
So, yeah, Amazon does that. Like, sometimes they'll hire you quick and sometimes they won't.
So
management everywhere
to, like, do any
sometimes.
other jobs, honestly. Like, other job ideas is, like, kind of I feel like it's out of my league, first of all. But with Outback, I just get quick, easy money. Like, it's so convenient for me, and I have enough patience to deal with really rude people, which is kind
That's because you're nice.
Crazy. I mean,
I would have snapped by now. The stories that you tell me sometimes, I would have went ballistic.
Oh, yeah.
Like that time, I think you had the most complicated, like, difficult people, and then they tipped you like nothing, and I was like, if I was in that Outback just as a bystander, I probably would have went off like, you're bugging. Sit down. Like,
sit down.
I don't know if you ever heard of 15%, my nigga, but
the funny thing is that I'll actually get those really, really generous people who, like, see that happen, and then they, like, write on my my receipt after they go. It's like, I'm sorry that person was mean to you. I'm like, oh, at least someone knows. So
I feel like if I didn't know you and I had you as a server, I just put my number on your check. Meanwhile, in a whole relationship, call me. Like,
I feel I'm sweating a little bit because, like,
the nerves.
Because my girlfriend is probably gonna watch this and be like, "Come back,
quit your job." That actually happened to my friend. He's gay. He works at the Van Gogh's Cafe, and he called me and was like, so my manager told me, like, man, much later that some girl had put, because they don't keep the checks and the receipts. They kind of, you know how it works. You don't keep the check, so you just keep the tips.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you guys write something and we notice it, we're just gonna take a picture and then give it to our manager. So be careful which way. So,
yeah.
So his manager tells him, like, oh yeah, someone, like, left their number on a check for you, and I was like, why would she tell you that, like, a week later? Like, that could have been a whole sugar mama for real.
Really, honestly.
Van Gogh's is not cheap. Like, at all.
I've gotten that before a couple of times, actually. Like, funny enough, we had this thing called Dharma boards, and we'll have to collect the number if we want to like attach it to their check or so. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I'll get some girls who would BS their ways, like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, what's Dharma boards? It's like, oh yeah, all I need to do is like, if you think you have it, all I need is a phone number for the number that's attached to it, and I'll be like, oh, I think I have it. Here's my number. And then they'll like laugh and giggle or so, and I'll hear things like behind my back. It's like, oh my gosh, she's like, I'm like, I don't think
you better slow down, because she gonna come from Staten Island and start busting down some doors.
Well, I tell her about like some of these things that happen, because like she knows, she knows.
So how long have you been together? Let's backtrack, because you were just like, I'm dating this girl. So you hid this relationship from me. It's okay. I'm engaged.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sasha. I betrayed you as a childhood friend. I'm really sorry.
Dana's gonna listen to this like for real.
Oh yeah, we've been dating for about 2 months now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we started on January 2nd.
I want to meet her now.
Oh yeah, she's mad cool. Like she's really, really sweet, really, really calm, collected.
But will our personalities clash? Because I am not any of that.
No, they won't clash. Like, she can hang. I know that's for sure.
I mean, like, I'm nice, I hope. But am I nice?
Of course.
Okay. So because sometimes I'm not sure. Like, some people are just like, you're so mean. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to be honest.
You have your moments, but it's not like you do it on purpose.
No.
And then sometimes people be setting you up to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are just so fucking, like, they set themselves up for everything. You ever have that one person that just sets themselves up for everything?
I want some mac and cheese, yo. Sorry.
Is there mac and cheese at this buffet?
I think so. There's like a bunch. There's like a.
I made some
to be
Asian
honest,
kick.
For some reason, I feel like I'd be sometimes surprised going to these buffets that are owned by these certain Asian people. Because it's mostly Asian people, but apparently they seem to make really good mac and cheese, and that's the thing. Like I'm not saying some people are not discriminate.
Sometimes you go to these Asian-owned restaurants and there's that one black chef.
But some people just don't know how to make certain foods, and it's like, okay, I understand you trying to like have a variety, be diverse and have variety, but it's like if you don't know how to make it, don't make it.
Honestly, I'll go to certain restaurants knowing what kind of people own it, and I'll just get the food that they're known to be good at cooking. Like me personally, I won't go to a buffet and like expect to have like, or a Chinese buffet and expect to have good soul food in it.
So the cafe in Union has this potato chip crusted mac and cheese. So it's like a mac and cheese and this
an interesting combo.
And it's topped with potato chips. So the chips isn't like a terrible touch, it's just an uncomfortable touch. I'm not used to having
a crunch.
I don't even mind like breaded mac and cheese. Like, have you ever had like no? Mm-mm. Okay. So Kamala's face was just like no. So I've had like mac and cheese with like bread on the top of it, and
this is so bad.
It's not terrible. It's like what is it?
Got a nice like mixture of
like
toast
tuna noodle gratin, like something like that.
Yeah.
But they literally put like potato chips on top of it, and I could get past the potato chips because it's just at the top. It was like in the middle. It was really cheesy, and I love my mac and cheese cheesy, yes. So I was like, that's fine. But it was flavorless and cheesy. And I was like, where's the salt? Where's the pepper? Where's the carnation milk? Where's the
carnation milk?
Exactly. What you mean?
Where's my heartburn?
But my thing is like, my number one rule is if you don't eat it, don't cook it. Because my stepmom doesn't eat cheese. And she makes mac and cheese. And I am not fond of her mac and cheese. It's gotten better, but I'm still not fond of her mac and cheese because she puts sugar in her mac and cheese.
I don't understand.
Why?
I don't understand
why people put sugar in their mac and cheese. Like a sprinklet of sugar, okay, fine, whatever. I'll get past that. If you match it up with some salt, maybe. Like, if your mac and cheese is salty, put sugar. That's understandable. It's like that with baking. If you put too much salt, you put sugar. If you put too much sugar, you add more salt. That's fine. It balances it out. But if she would just like drown the mac and cheese in sugar, then she'll bake it for like 5 minutes and then set it out to set. So she'll have it. She'll make the mac and cheese. She'll put the cheese in there. She'll have it sitting out, just settling in like milk and sugar. And it was just like gross. And then she'll put it in the oven for like 2 seconds and then take it just to melt the cheese, then take it out and then just has it settling. So nothing that she put in there is actually cooking, because apparently the freaking cheese is melted and the macaroni shells are already cooked. So
I mean, I asked for like, heartburn in my mac and cheese, but not diabetes.
So her mac and cheese would sometimes come out like mad sweet.
I never really had that. I don't know. But mac and cheese is one of those foods where, like, or at least actually soul food in general, it's like I have a certain, like, if I have my mom's, then I'll only prefer my mom's sometimes. I feel...
Well, yeah, because I was about to say, I feel like certain meats, you can't go too wrong about it, but then again, yeah, like, oxtails and pig feet, like, you gotta
never had pig feet.
You gotta be, like, God. Caribbean for that, like...
They're good.
If you make it, I've actually refused to eat oxtails, but if you're making,
I
don't want anything that's been near somebody's ass. So.
On that subject, like, I feel afraid when Caribbean people come into Outback because they'll expect like really good meats. I'm like, we're just Outback. We have like.
I feel like Outback has gone downhill for some reason. I used to, like, when I was younger, I'm like, oh man, I love Outbacks. Y'all bread is the shit.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you have no idea.
Y'all bread, like,
I'm sick of it.
I've been there once.
I'm sick of it.
You need to like bring bread back home just for me.
You know what? I wouldn't mind doing that. Like
because I remember the first time, like, I think that's the only thing Outback has going for them is their bread.
Mm-hmm. And that's what everyone.
At least with the Cheesecake Factory, it's like their bread and their food.
Mm-hmm.
Not their prices, but their bread and their food. Their portions be like you get a salad and you're hoping for a regular little salad, and then you get like
big old ass bowl.
This big, and then it's like, it's huge. Like, it's literally like this big. It's huge. Like they carry it, like, it's hefty. You can't even, like,
and where's this again?
You lift it to the Cheesecake Factory. You lift a plate of salad and you expect for it to be light because it's just lettuce on a plate. But no, not at the Cheesecake Factory. It's like they have like their Chex Mix one with like chickpeas, lettuce, the little like beans. You're saying ew? Yeah, me too. I don't do like all that crap. Like, that was just.
I don't eat at all.
I don't eat beans at all.
I'm afraid it gives me gas.
I don't eat beans or peas.
I love porky beans. Like, that's probably like the only realized beans I'll probably eat. But anything else,
I think the only beans you'll ever see me consume is green beans. Like, that's pretty much it. Green beans.
That's different. It's a green. It's,
it's a green. It's not even like a.
Those vegetables, not.
It's not even like a legitimate bean. Like.
But as far as greens are concerned, like spinach, broccoli, and collard greens,
live for spinach.
Those are the only green vegetables I eat. Anything
I do
else,
not like Boston. I do not like Boston Market, but
Boston Market.
I don't like Boston Market. I don't like that Boston Market, but I'll tell you about them cream spinach.
Are we doing a Wisconsin accent or like a
I don't know.
accent?
I've never been to Wisconsin.
Oh really? They have like more of a Canadian accent, and Alex like knows how to do it perfectly. Like
isn't he like from Wisconsin? I would hope he knows how to do it perfectly.
I would hope he knows. Yeah, like.
You ever hear like New Jersey people have accents?
It's horrible. It's absolutely.
You've never
awful.
Heard that?
It's like New
Jersey, and it's funny because it's like
that we do, but I never heard.
Because I remember I went to Maryland. I was in Ocean City, and
really?
Yeah, I was younger, so talking to other people's kids was okay.
And it wasn't like deadly.
Yeah, it wasn't like, why are you talking to my children?
Danger, even though people.
So we were like, yeah, I know. We grew up with Stranger Danger, and like no one knows what Stranger Danger is.
What is that?
What's Stranger Danger? What the fuck you need to be saying when an old man waves at you?
Hello, who phone? Who dis? That's what people say that.
Like when we got out your dad's car, that man drove by in the white truck and was
bro,
like,
I don't understand, bro. I mean, those white vans did you see pass through like sometimes? He just beeped the horn and waved. I didn't know who the hell he was.
Not me.
I'm like, okay. Do I know you? No? Okay.
Okay, so anyway. I went through like 5 stories, so I don't even remember where I was. What was I talking about?
Stranger danger?
No, before that.
You like...
So if you guys know, comment down below.
If you guys know, replay it and judge us for not remembering.
No, I'm good for that.
She got terrible. Oh Lord! Please help me. Please help this child. She need to work on some brain strategy games.
No, I'm the same
like
way.
that ass.
I do like word games and like brain exercises, and it's still not good enough for me. You'll tell me something and I'll forget like 2 seconds later.
It also doesn't help, at least for me in my case, where I'm like playing a video game at the same time. I like how we're not even talking about this. Like, it's Sonic.
I forgot you were playing.
Yeah, we're still talking to YouTube too. Do we remember that?
Hey YouTube, I'll make like slight comments, like comment, subscribe,
like comment, subscribe, and I'm dead. Well.
Like every time we say subscribe, now you should like edit the video to like flash subscribe on your screen.
Whoa. Hit that subscribe button. Remember the subscribe button used to be orange?
It was?
Yeah, it used to be orange.
On
like
YouTube?
2007.
I never had internet in 2007. I didn't get internet till I was like a freshman or sophomore in high school.
Really?
I got the Nook. My mom got me a Nook Color. So yeah, I think the Nook Color came out like 2014, 2015.
Do you see?
Is there something in that case?
Yeah, you see that? It's who is that?
Sega, we gonna have to talk about this.
Miss my nigga.
Peter gonna be mad at y'all.
What the hell?
What is that? First off, who thought about that when they designed this game?
What is that stick? Oh, you know who I think that is? I think that's Big the Cat.
What is he doing down there?
I don't know.
It's literally just his face.
Yeah.
And a stick.
He's probably just being an Easter egg in a game. Let's throw Big down here and help him stay in the sewer. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Next time is social links. We're all hungry, so we're gonna pick this up later on.
Even this is the end of this?
Yeah,
How
sure.
long has it been?
30 minutes.
Deadass.
Oh Lord.
Seriously, you're gonna need to like. I curse so much.
I mean,
apologies to the viewers that's below like 12. I'm sure you've heard worse. I'm sure you know what Brazzers is.
It's
however,
I
will not make Mau responsible for y'all mental instability.
YouTube terminates your channel or something.
Imagine you get fucking demonetized. You get flagged.
Oh, actually, you know what? Before I go, this is a problem with YouTube right now. We're going through dark ages, actually.
Dark ages.
Yeah, and everyone.
I watch Philip DeFranco, so I might know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Filthy Frank. Like, I actually got my monetization, or I guess the intake of money removed from YouTube because of apparently my YouTube channel is not big enough. I had to be like a bigger YouTuber.
You need, I think it was like certain views, a certain number of views.
Yeah.
Or like hours or something on a video in order to make money from it, which it's funny because Philip DeFranco was like, that just screws over the little guys. Because it's like, that means that one person has to watch your video. Like say if it's like a 1 minute video, it's like how many
that ruins lives for animators.
Minutes is it? Yeah, it does. Like how many, and the people that make like a 30-second videos or like 50-second videos, you gotta watch that video like 90,000 times just
to make $1.
To actually just make $1. Yeah. Like
that's the thing that
YouTube,
sucks.
You hired all these people.
And now you're
to fix this problem where the content is bad. Now they're just flagging everything left and right. So now you got to fix that. And then you're taking money away from the little guys. Mm-hmm. You ain't shit.
Sad thing is, like, there's a whole bunch of
stick that in your Casey Neistat.
Stick that in your suitcase of money. Looks down.
It's
my suitcase of money.
But isn't YouTube run by like a foreigner, like someone who's not originally from America?
I forget.
So.
I don't know this trivia. I don't look too much into this. I just know that YouTube is
screwing people over. Yeah, no, they're good for that. They've been doing that for a while.
Yeah. Getting YouTubers like people who upload, I don't know, pregnant Elsa like, from Frozen.
Oh my God, you're talking about that? Yeah, to Spider-Man's and they're like, It was so bad.
It's actual cancer. And
it was like categorized for kids. Or like, no, it was just showing up for kids. It was weird, but it was, that was a mess. H3 was fucking ripped them apart. Shout out to my Ethan, Ela, Philip DeFranco. I'm just like name dropping now. Game Grumps, not completely, no.
Not completely? He, so like, actually, last story before we end this. So like, do you know Denny? Dan Avedon from that show at all? So, my 4th day training at Outback, he just came in. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then, I talked to him and he was like, yo, dude, like, I've been watching Game Grumps for, like, years. You're, like, one of my biggest fans.
He's from here?
Yeah, like, he actually, he
ironically.
Yeah, he was born in Springfield. Apparently, yeah. He, like, grew up in Jersey. He's like, oh, you went to Denver? Like, he's like, yeah. Like, he knows all the landmarks and whatnot. He talks about, like, places in Jersey constantly. So I'm like, Dan.
You watch Rooster Teeth? Or, like, you follow Rooster Teeth? Oh, my God. So, Mike Jones is from Jersey.
Oh, really?
I think he's from, like, Maplewood or something like that. So, he's always talking about, like, Jersey drivers. That shit's fucking hilarious. We suck at driving here.
They have horrible accents. We have a bastardized.
I'm gonna send my kids to New York because Danny was telling me that, like, he has this friend that's, like, studying to take his driving test. And he's, like, reading talking about all these laws. And Danny's like, I've never heard of these laws. But that makes sense why New York drivers don't get in as many accidents as New Jersey drivers.
Yeah.
And they are the most impatient. Actually, I don't know. Who's worse, New York or New Jersey?
New Jersey.
No,
Florida.
Yeah.
Cough.
Oh, man, don't tell me that. I'm going there tomorrow.
No, to be honest, because, like, okay, like, if you really think about it,
I feel like everybody walks in California.
Because due to the fact of just how New York is, as far as they're always on the move, whereas like New Jersey, all right, there's areas where it's like, okay,
they don't even be going nowhere.
So it's like we have the worst patience ever. Like, at least New York people are used to things being constipated and whatnot. Like,
he's Millie rocking. You saw that?
Millie rock. Bruce has thighs. Why?
Okay, no, go ahead.
That's about it. New York people are used to being
in traffic
and just clustered areas.
They're also used to running red lights.
Mm-hmm. My dad was like in Miami for the longest time. I'm actually visiting in Miami. That's why I'm going down there. But like, he lived and worked in New Jersey for like the longest time. Oh, it's an iPod cover.
Oh, I'm like, I can't see. I can't remember anything. I can barely hear, and I can't see. I'm a mess.
It's all good.
I'm a little old lady in a body. Of this, I don't even know what to describe myself. Yeah.
Anyways, next time a socialite
we'll come out trying to be careful. I'm a not. Hi, Mama's girlfriend.
Good lordy.
What you say? This is the worst level ever.
Good lord.
This is the worst level
I've been saying that
existence.
a lot lately.
Good lordy.
Yes.
Look at you embracing Jesus.
Not even.
Let's end this with a nice suicide. Goodbye, world.
What?
Gets demonetized. Because you're not Logan Paul, so.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
You gotta remember that. You're not the Paul brothers.
Or I'm not the Fine brothers who make just react videos. Shade Throne.
Aren't they the ones that, like,
They
trademark everything?
Oh my god.
They trademark.
Why are
they trademark the entirety
React?
of freaking Webster's freaking dictionary. They're gonna be like, Webster's, that's mine. Trademark, patented.
They try to trademark
I
the
designed
word React. That's what gets me.
I don't even know why. They're like, oh, we do React videos. 90% of the world does React videos.
I'm gonna react to this Dragon Ball Z video that comes out.
What about the Dragon Ball Z shoes that's coming out?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna react to that.
You haven't reacted? Because, yeah, no, yes. Vegeta, is that you? Oh, nah, my boy, Adida, get it together. Like,
this episode has gone on for way too long. I'm really gonna split it into 2 parts.
How long are your videos usually?
15 minutes each.
They can get one special on. Let's make this a special video.
A special video? Talking about controversy on YouTube?
And everything else in between.
And job struggles.
Job struggles. Like,
if you're gonna work hard. If you're gonna go to school, try not to kill yourself.
Oh.
That's a big one, though.
You're right.
It's really. I didn't say for them to. I just said try not to, because it's a struggle out there. You have the smart ones, and then you have us average folk that struggle.
Yeah.
And then you have the ones that aren't so average, just struggled through high school, made it to college, thought that they could do something, and then their entire self-esteem is just...
Bye.
Good job.
Made one wrong turn, it just went completely off.
That's what happens when you have debt.
That's what happens when you have debt.
Good Lord. I can't afford this car no more, I might as well just total it.
What you say?
Wouldn't that cost you more? Don't lease and crash the car. Don't lease and go over a certain number of miles. Like, all these rules. So if you have young viewers, don't
pick up nobody else's lease, because that's just terrible too.
Get your credit at the age of 15, because you're going to be fucked when you reach college.
That's the reason why I'm not going to school right now. Well, actually, I'm just taking continuing ed classes, because, like, for artists, I'm hearing it's very hard to find jobs as an artist, and that's what kind of scares me about the idea of going to a school for art. It
depends on what you're trying to do. Like, if you're going for graphic design, you're good.
I'm not interested in graphic design though. Like, at first I was, but then I realized like
you're doing illustration.
Rules. I'm more on the route of like I'm trying to build this fan base to like do commission art and stuff like that, because people can make a living off of that. Regardless, it's it's still a grind to try to find a job, and it's just like every other artist's job, but it works for people that are like dedicated to it, regardless of having to like chase after commission artists who really love your art style and really want to actually like throw you hundreds of dollars.
When I get the funds, I'll support you financially, but for right now I'll just support you with a little bit of love.
This actually brings me to another topic. I'm sorry.
A whole bunch of topics.
Last one. I can't promise you that.
It's gonna be real hard to split this because our conversations was all over the place.
Honestly.
There was like no transition.
Honestly, we're just barfing. It comes from the heart. So you
just gotta go through the entire commentary and be like, all right, so next topic. Yeah. That's gonna be like 30 minutes into the.
By the way, this is why I don't have my license right now.
That's not it.
Oh no!
I take lessons at the GTA. Woo! So another part of I tell people that like my life is not only interesting because of Outback, of how I get really interesting customers, but I also get really interesting commissioners. So do you know what a furry is?
Are you gonna tell me the story about how? Okay, wait. No, you're talking about commissioners. I don't know if you're talking about that story. The story when you went to the party.
Wait, which one?
I don't know, you and some friends went to a furry party.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And, like, okay, so...
Happily got in... What is it? Was it an orgy?
Yeah.
Happily got invited to an orgy. It's wonderful, wonderful.
So, I actually
the perks of being light-skinned.
Oh, my God. So, actually, no, this girl was just thirsty. So, I can actually name drop some people that were in this, because, like, I told them about... Wow, I'm bumping into all these walls. But because I asked them, like, if I mention this on YouTube one day, like, if I can use their names and they approve that they're all right with this. I'm not even paying attention right now.
Maybe this is why you don't have your license.
Yeah, I know. I just looked down for a second. I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, hey, text.
The amount of times you stop paying attention to things, I'm scared to have you on the road.
Yeah, no, I don't. Please. Bye. It just falls off. So... we go to the convention. Day one, we were, the funny thing is this has nothing to do with the fact that I went to a furry convention, so, because it was at a hotel nearby. So me, Dee, and Marl, we were all, like, meeting up at the airport. No, not the airport. I was going there by train, and we go back to their hotel to stay there for the night. I think we had another friend over, and, everyone else was meeting up there. And Mara went outside for a smoke. You know, at this time, by the way, I'm like hella drunk. I was drinking tequila straight up. It was crazy. It was lit. We were playing some Mario Kart or whatever, just drifting and such.
That moment Sashay knew her friend was an alcoholic.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, my family's a bunch of alcoholics, so it's alright.
That does not make it okay. But what makes it okay is that you are 21 and struggling.
21?
21.
You stupid.
When you're 21 and struggling, that's when it's okay to revert to
alcohol.
Not too much to a point where it kills you, but enough to make you relax and forget that you're alive for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm kind of at that point where it's like, I don't want to drink to get drunk. I want to do it just to, like, feel good.
I do that too, yeah.
Yo, look at that short. I'm a speedrunner. So, anyway. I go check out to see if Marl's, like, you know, like... Wow.
Goddamn.
I go outside, I check on Marl, and he's talking to this random girl who's also smoking outside, and, like, having a nice conversation. Mid chat, by the way, out of nowhere, she's like, "So I killed a man," and I'm like, I get quiet, and by the way, still drunk during this entire time. Let me just say, I thought I was tripping out for a second when I did actually confirm to the dude like a month later if I was tripping or not. Damn, yo. And
you just go into the wall?
I did.
Yes, he did. That graphic lag.
So I get quiet, and Marlo's still talking to this girl as if she's not crazy. He's like, yeah, me too. You know, there's days when we wake up and feel like killing people, right? Yeah, right. Come out, like, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
You jumped too many times.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to speed run. That's all. So like, later on, I thought I was gonna fall. We invite this girl back up to play some Mario Kart for a second.
Yes, let's invite a murderer into her.
Well, I mean, because like I think Marl at the time was thinking like, you know, we don't want her to pull out a knife and kill us, so let's make her seem like she's not crazy.
I did that with a potential school shooter.
Oh my God. We'll get back to that. So like, we move back upstairs, play some Mario Kart, but then Marl and this girl disappear again. Another friend to this side was like curious as to like why it was gone for so long. She goes after them. Then I'm like, all right, they've been gone for about 10 to 20 minutes or so. I'm like, I'm afraid. And so I go out to try to find them. I couldn't find them for at least another 10 minutes or so. And it just so happens that the girl told me where her hotel room was. So I was like, okay, let me check her room real quick. I regret. So I go inside, or actually no, I don't even go inside. I knock on the door, and the door like creaks open. Nobody's like, you know, in eye view, and she kind of creeps behind the door, butt naked. And if I remember correctly, I was stumbling over.
Your girl gonna snatch you.
No, I already told her about this story. It's all good. She knows. So like,
you need to be careful.
You're right. I'd be saying things nonchalantly sometimes.
No, you set yourself up to be around all these girls that'll clearly tie you up and rape you after they kill you. Like, they're like, I wonder how long I could preserve this body and have fun.
This young body sweats. So like, I'm like, hey, so where are my friends? She's like, I don't know. She's like, oh, this is a little awkward. But hey, get comfortable, come inside, you know.
Yeah, I'm butt ass. Let's just invite you in and have fun. The fuck? Just have casual conversation. So how's your president? My pussy's out. Just fucking...
Whatever. My nipples are
regular
hard.
shit.
Whatever. They were rock solid, honestly.
Why were you looking? You ever heard of eye contact?
Like, how could I
the eyes are not here. They're here.
You're right. I'm sorry. I feel ashamed. Looks down.
You do not feel ashamed.
Just a little bit. I don't know what.
No, you feel ashamed that I noticed.
Oh, gosh. And so, like, later on, finally, like, 10 more minutes later, all my friends finally show up, and I'm like, so what happened? They told me that she was apparently trying to invite us to an orgy. And
Is that why she was like butt ass in the room? She was waiting.
I figured. Yeah.
They couldn't have called you. Like, I would have been like, "You have my number." One of y'all gotta have some sort of communications device. Right. I don't care if you would have sent a bird with a note tied to the thing. You couldn't have told me. I just walked into the orgy.
Just walked right into it. Shit, man. What is with this boss? Okay, he's dead now. Good. Woo! Or whatever.
Or whatever. Yo!
Alright, next time on Social Links.
Alright, yeah, no, because I'm hungry. Bye. Bye, get off his YouTube. Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for tuning on in for 1 hour of us talking about BS. Good night, everybody.